What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is another episode. No pad, no pencil. I got the best boxing trainer in the world with me, my man. Go on,
What's
introduce
going
yourself,
on?
big guy.
What's going on? It's Free Mind, aka the Boxing Wizard, and I just came here to show some love and speak on this fight that's going on tonight with uh with Caleb Plant and Canelo Alvarez.
Okay.
So, what's your thoughts of the fight
I,
going on tonight,
I,
Hayes?
everybody think it's an easy fight for Canelo. I think Plant gonna give him problems, man. I've been saying this for the last past year. Sweet Hands a problem for him, but the only thing about Sweet Hands, he ain't got no power to keep Canelo off of him, man. He just a pure box.
Well, we sound like the same type of people. I think he's gonna give him trouble for the first 5 or 6 rounds. He remind me somewhat of Cotto. He gives out after 5 or 6 rounds.
Right,
He
right,
runs
right,
out of gas.
right.
He used a lot of movement, a lot of unnecessary movement.
Move.
And like you said, he don't have the power to
Right,
to keep Canelo at bay.
right.
So we'll see. He's talking like he got a mean streak. Um, I hope he beat him. I'm not a Canelo fan, but I'm gonna give
Yeah,
you the reality. But
right.
I hope he get him. But if you look at Plant's resume, I wish he had about another year or two of getting experience and fighting some more quality guys. And
Right, right.
I think he would have been better. But hey, you can't turn down a $10 million payday.
Oh hell no,
So
not right now. Anyway,
no, hell no, you can't. You can't. So we'll see what happened. But I think in the first part of the fight, you will see Plant uh, skills and his size, and the things he's doing. But after about 5 rounds, then I think he's gonna start fading a little bit, and then I'll say by round 10 or so, 10 or 11, you're gonna know Plant just surviving, or if he make it that far.
the key of this fight for me for Sweet Hands, he got no combinations because we seen Billy Joe have Canelo frustrated a couple of rounds, and I think Sweet Hands a better boxer. He just not maybe as a quick as Billy Joe Sanders, but he did have Canelo confused a couple of rounds.
Yeah, Billy Joe was outboxing him. You can outbox Canelo.
Right,
Shit, Khan outboxed
right,
him,
right.
But the whole thing is with Canelo team, they look for stuff like advantages. They look for things like
Wait, and all that other
yeah,
shit.
yeah. They have weight clauses. They look for somebody that's not quite seasoned yet. They always look for advantages. So that's why I think they choose the 168-pound division
Right.
anyway to fight in. But Sweet Hands to me to win the fight, he had to throw his right hand. He had to step in and throw that right hand. When Canelo do that bobbing and weaving and bob back, he got to step forward and drop that right hand on him, and then throw combinations just like you said. And I
Okay.
think he can make it work that way.
But like you said earlier, the key to this is Sweet Hands endurance, and we seen he get tired after that seventh round, man. It is something.
Man, 5 or 6 rounds, he get tired, complacent, start pulling straight back, and he cannot fight with the shoulder roll and his hands down against nothing. Period.
Exactly.
So we're gonna see a lot of fighters, the great fighters step up
Right.
against their greatest competition. So we're gonna see if Plant step up
But
against his best competition.
my thing with Plant is his defense, like you just said. Can he stop Canelo from going to his body? You gonna have to move. You gonna have to move tonight.
Yeah, the thing is, you move and counter with a with somebody throwing shots to the body. What you want to do, you want to move, counter, make them reach. When they go down to that body, you want to tag them. You want to hit them to the head. You just want to step out of range to the left or right.
Right.
So and let's see if he can do it. I think he can do it for a round or two, but can he do it all night? That's the question.
So Sweet Hands gonna have to use his jab because he got high. He can't fight down the Canelo at all tonight. He gonna have to use his reach with that jab.
Use his reach, use lateral movement, and when he throw his combinations, go in, tie up. Make sure when you go inside, you tie up on take away something. You tie
Right.
up that left hand, that right hand,
Right.
and you let the referee break you, and then you pull out to a certain side. You don't pull out the strong side, which is his right hand.
Right.
So
Right.
that's a good way to look at things, to do it. That's what I thought Dante should have did. He would have came out better too. So
Right. But and honestly, he got to keep this fight in the middle of the ring. He can't get lazy and go on them ropes because Canelo gonna beat his body up.
and that's true. He got to keep it in the middle of the ring. When Canelo come inside, he just tie him up.
Right.
Tie him up. You know, the same thing Kell Brook did to Porter.
Right.
Bam, 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 grab you. Bam,
Right.
bam, bam, tie him up.
Right.
Of course, they're going to take a point. It's Canelo. They're going
Right.
to take
Right.
a point.
Right.
But you know, that's the best way to do things. You know,
So we already know Canelo the favorite. How do you see Sweet Hands beating this fight? He in a no-win. It's a win-win situation for him because he's getting the bag. But we already know if he go to the cards, he's gonna lose.
if it goes to the cards 9 times out of 10, he's gonna lose unless he got a couple of knockdowns or he just completely dominate the fight. Now, if he completely dominate the fight and both fighters still on their feet and there's no knockdowns, he's gonna lose. That's
Right.
out the question. But if he get a couple of knockdowns and dominate the fight, then he might be able to get a victory. We'll see. Have you noticed you haven't heard a lot of buzz about this fight?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Not at all.
Because he's so much of the favorite. Why did you make this fight?
That's why a lot of people are starting to pick up on the things that he's doing and how he's making fights and how he's trying to just build himself up. It's
Right.
just it's ridiculous in the game of boxing. Today when you got stuff like this, it don't make sense to me.
It's the classic infomercial for his first fight on PBC. It's a classic. This is an infomercial right here. Basically, Al put one of his champions up to slaughter to make the face of boxing that he won't look good. That's all.
Exactly. Yeah, and so they could get some more shows with him.
Right.
So say, hey, we serve you. You know, tell them what kind of contract they have in the background. Maybe you give us another fight or two.
Right.
You know, so we'll.
You see Eddie over here kissing his ass. You see the interview with Eddie? Tell me I can't wait to talk to Canelo after the fight.
Yeah, because he wanted him to come back to the zone.
Right.
You know, to fight on the zone. But hey, man, it's just this boxing thing is like a circus now.
Yeah, and Canelo a hitman. Whoever got the bag, that's where he at.
That's where he's going. He's going for the bag, and he's going for whoever's the less threat. He's not going to fight. He's not going to fight Better Beef until Better Beef is 40, and then he'll put a weight pause on Better Beef. He's not going to fight Bivol because not unless he put a weight pause and bring Bivol down. He choose 168 because 168 was a less threat to him. The only threat at 168 was really Benavidez.
Right. He ain't gonna fight that killer. He ain't gonna fight him.
No, he's not gonna fight Bennett. That young boy, he's not gonna fight that young boy like that.
But he's not gonna. What Canelo doing is strategic. You heard him call Andre Ward. You heard him in the interview a couple of days ago. He said Andre Ward need to be quiet. That's the fight everybody said when you and Jay said the last video. That's the fight they're building up.
Yeah, I think they're kind of building up. I think Andre might come back, but when Andre was active, he didn't call Andre name.
Exactly.
Yeah, when Andre was active, he didn't call Andre name. I think he called Andre out when Andre first retired, the first year or two, and Andre was like, "Hey, when I was active, you didn't say anything." So I think they're kind of building that up. But at 168, the only thing I can see is one of those guys moving up.
Charlo, he hungry for a fight.
Yeah, Charlo. What's the other guy's name? You got Android.
Yeah, Boo Boo.
Yeah, you got a couple guys that can move up.
They pose no threat.
Yeah, I think Charlo pose a threat. Charlo fight according to his competition, and he can thump when he wants to. And I'm gonna be honest with you, baby Charlo can go.
Yeah, he the better of the brothers because he a boxer in the bank, like you said.
Yeah, he can go, but they'll make him go so much out of his element as far as coming up in weight
Right,
and
right.
all that stuff. So he won't be a factor.
But the fight easy to make now. He over there with Al. I don't know how many fights he got, but he over there with Al. So the fight easy to make.
Well, it's easy to make, but I don't want to see. I hate to see fights where you got all these advantages,
Right.
mismatches, stuff like that. I hate to see fights like that.
And, and,
So
and that's why tonight's fight is like, it's not it's appeasing for the Mexicans, but it ain't appeasing to us. We see.
yeah, I've seen it. I hope Plant can upset the apple cart and pull a victory out, but I just think he
Hey,
ain't seasoned enough,
you,
and he got
you, you
too
my
much.
witness. I've been saying since the Gazy fight. I say, look, yo, Sweet Hands is not going to be an easy fight for Canelo. But man, on paper, it looks easy. But I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna say 8-4 Canelo way. I don't see a knockout.
I see a knockout after he gets tired.
Yeah,
I'll see a knockout after he get tired. But I think he outboxed him the first 3 or 4 rounds,
easily, easily.
just like Billy Joe,
Right,
just like Kovalev. All
right,
those guys they outboxed him, but he knew that he had an advantage in down the stretch.
right,
That if he turned it up, he could pull it off.
right. But honestly, what is it to talk about with this fight, though? Honestly,
It's not too much. The stuff we need to talk about is coming up next week,
that's
week
all right.
after next. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all right.
with Porter and Crawford
We're
and
gonna hold on to that. But I got a question to ask you: is you sold on Boots? Is you sold on Jerron Ennis? You sold on him?
not quite,
Me either.
not
Everybody
quite.
talk about, I want him to see Earl. I'm like, I don't see it.
He need to fight a Danny Garcia.
Exactly.
Okay, he need to fight somebody else. Jose Lopez. He need to fight somebody
Right.
like that.
Right.
That he can have that will take him rounds
Right.
and show durability. Because the last fight, to be honest, he got caught a couple of times in that first round. A overhand right. He
Right.
got caught with a couple of shots.
Right.
So yeah, he needs to fight somebody that's going to, take him, give him a test, and we'll see.
Our boy Terrence say he sold on Boots. He a year away. I say 2 years max. He 2 years max away from a big fight.
Well, I'm not going to say a year. What I'm going to say is it depends on who they match him up with.
Right. Right. Right.
We got to see him go through somebody that take his shot and give him a shot,
Right.
and then
Right.
they go back and forth for some rounds, and let's see what he do when somebody say, okay, I'm gonna give it back to you. Then what we gonna do then?
They ain't gonna feed him Danny. He just need a live body right now.
He need a tough guy, like I said, Jose. He
Right.
can get with Jose. He can get with Danny. But Danny still think he a top guy, which he not.
Right.
Um, I mean, it's just other guys he can get with, but we'll see what he do, man. I like him. He's a
Right.
good fighter and stuff, but until you get punched in the mouth, we
Right.
don't know what you got. We don't. We have no.
I just
We
hate
have
how
no
the
clue.
I just hate how the internet this hype beats everybody. I hate this shit. He look good against certain styles. Oh, I want to see him against Earl. I want to see him against Verge. I'm like, yo, come on, slow down.
They do it every time, especially at any fight.
Right,
They hype them up. They will hype them up.
right,
But we all know until you get punched in the mouth, we don't know what we got.
right.
So for
Turn
now,
Turn say I agree. He need to tussle. Yeah, man. Who you got? Who you got for him, Turns?
who Terrence Scott for him?
No, he ain't come through yet in the chat. But
Yeah,
man, he just all hype.
yeah. Right now it's just hype.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
I mean he passed the eye test. He looked good,
right,
but
right.
right now it's all hype, and
He the
it,
new toy. That's all. He the new toy. Brand new.
yeah, he got damn near 30 fights, been in the game 5 or 6 years. And
Right,
it was the same thing with a lot of fighters.
right,
They do that. They build them up 30, 34 fights, only got one good, two names on it,
right,
and then they cash him out to see what
right,
he's gonna do. So we'll see what Boots do.
uh,
Same thing with Virgil.
right. Yeah, Virgil, shit, man, been time for Virgil to step up. God damn. I mean,
Let me tell
Jesus
you,
Christ.
he just stepped up with the Mean Machine. The Mean Machine was a good fight. Mean
Right, right,
Machine ain't no soft cookie, and
right.
Mean Machine was giving him the business.
But he's a perfect gatekeeper. That's all that is.
Yeah, yeah. Mean Machine was giving him the business. So we'll see what he got when he go in there. When they step it up and they really start fighting some people. You know.
I gotta apologize to Secure Stevenson, man. He made easy work of Jamel, yo. God damn, I ain't see that.
Let me tell you, I told you he came up there. He did his thing. Shakir is pretty good, but I still don't see Shakir beating the guys at 135, 140 like that. Now
Right, right.
130, this guy I forgot the guy's name that's in Canelo camp who just got popped. Uh, he,
Okay. I forgot his goddamn name myself.
yeah. I think he'll fare good against him, but I think he popped too. That'd be a real good fight.
Right.
But when you start talking 135, 140, you got the Teofimos and Davises up there, but they're not gonna let Davis. I'm just so upset the way they bringing Davis up now. It's killing me.
He fouled the floor. I don't know what. Hey, I'm a Baltimore guy. I don't know what they doing with the boy. They're wasting his prime now. That's how I'm looking at it.
Wasting it, man.
I mean,
Wasting it.
honestly, he's not even in his prime because he's still a young boy. He only what 24. What
Yeah.
it's like what are they preserving him for? It's nothing wrong with getting an L. It's nothing.
Well, the thing is, they need to fight. For me and the diehards, we want to see him fight some of the top guys because we know in the next year or two, those guys not going to be there. All those guys moving to 140, 147.
Right.
You know, so we want to get them fights now. We want to get them fights now with Teofimos, and we want to get the fights with Devin Haney.
Right.
You know, them guys 5'9", 5'8".
Yeah, Devin killing himself to make weight 9. He a big boy.
Yeah.
He big. He got some size to him too.
Yeah, they're gonna end up going to 147, maybe a little bit high. I doubt it they go any higher, but they're gonna end up going to 140, 147.
That's
So
where the money at anyway. That's where the money at.
yeah, they're not gonna be there but another year or two, if that. You know what I'm saying? So
Do you think it was a mistake of Floyd not letting Tank fight Lomachenko?
yeah.
That fight was winnable. Motherfuckers would call me crazy. I'm like, yo, you can beat Lomachenko. And after we seen what Timo did, I think he would have fucked around, knocked him out.
Those are the only two guys I thought could have beaten Lomachenko,
Right.
Teofimo and Davis, because of their speed and power.
Right.
Yeah, they speed and power. I knew Teofimo was gonna beat him because
you've been saying that shit for years.
Yeah, I knew Teofimo, but I just knew the style.
Right.
Now he's fighting Richard Comey coming up here. Richard's just too slow.
Look, yeah, way too slow. Easy work.
Yeah. Richard got some power, but Richard too slow. And his trainer, I never did like his trainer.
Okay.
He was the same trainer that used to train Danny and I forgot his name.
Oh, the boy from New York. The boy up New York.
Yeah.
Rozier, ain't it? Rozier, some shit like
there you go.
Yeah,
Rozier.
Yeah,
I never did. I thought Rozier's skills, his assessment, his game planning was never great.
Okay.
So I don't see him coming out with a good game plan because Comey gonna have to rough him up. Somebody with
that's how you beat Lomachenko. You gotta be dirty with him. See, Lomachenko boxing style is amateur as fuck. It's more for sport.
Yep.
You gotta go in there and brawl and make it a brawl with him.
That's what you gotta do. And that's how when you slow it in somebody, that's how you slow them down to your pace.
Right.
You throw a punch, you miss the punch, you fall into him.
Right.
Hit him with your shoulder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You grab him. Same thing. Andre Ward does it great. Him and Bernard does it great, man.
Yeah, because Andre Ward was dirty, yo. He was a dirty, but he did it so gracefully because his reputation is stellar. You can't call him dirty. You know?
Yeah, you know, they miss a punch, they're gonna fall in, they're gonna hit you with the shoulder, knock you off balance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna maul you, hit you with the other hand. It's just stuff you gotta do when you in a fight.
Right.
This is not golf. You're in a fight here. So
honestly, speaking on it now, that's the fight I really want for Canelo. Andre Ward, man. We ain't never see Canelo in that dog fight. I mean, Triple G's fights was cool, but it wasn't that. I mean,
no.
get down dirty fight, you know?
Now that first Triple G fight, I think I gave it to Triple G, but they gave it to Canelo.
Right.
That first Triple G fight. And Triple G, I don't think Triple G had to do was lay on him and maul him a little bit. He would have got him out of there, but he didn't understand that.
That's that European style, though. That it don't cause for to get nasty. It's more for sport. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, just like it. We see it in AJ. We see it in all of them. You know
They
what I
ain't got
mean?
that dog in them over there.
And it's just it's the only one I see is that Better be he's dirty, powerful, strong.
He fit the part. He looked the part. He everything. He a killer. That's why I say, man, they better be afraid of that boy. But looking at my point of view for him, ain't nothing for him to do but move up to heavyweight. Ain't nobody gonna fight him.
No, they're gonna wait till he get older and older. He's 35 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're gonna wait him out. You know, he might as well because he fought light heavy.
Right.
I mean, he fought cruiserweight and heavyweight in amateurs. Yeah, so.
Unless he fight a couple more Euros that nobody give a fuck about, you know.
True
Because
indeed.
that division big over there. It ain't too big over here.
So your assessment of Shakir, what you think about the Shakir fight?
He shot me. I don't see him being dominant at 135 because I think everybody else will wash him.
Yeah, I think they give him a hard time. I don't think Devin will wash him.
You know what that's all?
No, him and Devin.
See, those two are so hard to assess. It's like, what are y'all? With Haney, it's like you want to be a brawler, but you're a pure boxer. You don't have power to get nobody out of there.
Exactly.
It's like if you move up, you fool. So you gotta stay here, but you ain't gonna get no fight here. It's like if you don't.
Yeah, Devin is a lot. It's a lot of capping with Devin,
right?
You know, because he's not gonna beat Josh. He's not gonna beat Teofimo. I can't wait till they fight.
Man, his father gonna get him killed.
They gonna get him killed. And then what's the guy name from New Orleans? I forgot his name.
Regis.
Yeah, I don't know if he can beat Regis.
Oh no, Regis will beat him up. He beat his body up. Because Regis is a dog. He just can't fight on the back foot. That's his problem.
He can't fight on the back foot.
Man, he got that goddamn white boy walk him down like a damn dog. Man, I was mad that fight.
Hey, turn circles. Josh will turn circles on you, baby.
Hey, and that's what he was doing. They was dancing the whole fight, but Taylor was leading. I'm like, man, this boy about to get knocked out. I mean, Taylor embarrassed him, man. That was an embarrassing ass fight.
Yeah, it was. And he don't really want to rematch him. He just told me say he do. Nah, he don't want that no more.
He ready for the boy to move up.
So what you think about this new opponent for Davis?
Man, I ain't never heard of the boy.
Me neither. Well, when they announced it, I went and watched about 4 of his fights.
Right.
He okay.
Okay.
He okay. He'll be entertaining for about 4 or 5.
So it's gonna be a scrap because he got that Mexican style and he ain't gonna back down. Basically, this is another infomercial for Tank to catch a body. That's all.
Yeah. It's gonna be a little scrap for a while. He okay, but he's just too slow.
I mean, honestly, they shouldn't have chosen Rolly anyway. Rolly looked like a fuck up. He just looked like it.
Let me tell you, Rolly is decent, but he need about 5 or 6 more fights. That's a quality fight. Rolly can pop, bang, but Rolly ain't got no defense. He's just sitting right there for you to hit.
Yeah.
He ain't got no defense, but he try to load up on the shots. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, you right. He a year away. And he ain't got no resume. I mean, who he for?
Yeah, he ain't got no resume. Just like Plant. He ain't got no resume.
No, you can't say they got you guys in you on that. I mean, come on, man.
Now check this out. Who else you can name besides Jose?
Shit, I ain't got the resume from my face.
See that? So you can't name nobody else but
Nah,
Jose.
nah,
So that
nah.
lets you know right there what kind of rep. Now, Callum Smith. Who Callum Smith fought before he fought Canelo?
Euro boys. Euro boys.
He fight Glove,
Right.
and that's all I know. And
Right.
we die hard boxing fans.
Right. Right.
So imagine what the casuals know. Nothing.
Nothing. Right.
Nothing. You
Canelo
know,
walking in this fight with the sides. All the bangs is in his favor. Plant got to fight a fight of a lifetime tonight, man.
he got anytime you fight Canelo Alvarez, you got to knock him.
Yeah.
You gotta knock him out, or you gotta knock him down, or just embarrass him.
The
Because
WBC ain't gonna allow him to lose.
they not. Because that first Triple G fight,
He lost that.
he clear cut lost it by he ain't won but about 3 rounds out of the whole fight. He ain't throw about 20 punches around. If that,
Right. He was afraid to Triple G that fight. He was afraid.
yeah. But he came back and did his thing. I gave him that second.
Yeah, he won that second. He won that.
Yeah. Yeah, he did his thing on that second fight. But the fight is gonna be next week. He's gonna prove to you guys nobody would beat him at 147. Only two
But
people got a chance at 147. But I don't think Thurman know the game plan. He got the tools,
right.
but I don't think because Bud get hit with right hands. People
Right.
don't see that. Thurman got nice right hand, but I don't think Thurman know the game plan. Now Spence fight at one pace, one speed. I just don't see him. I don't see him. I just don't.
When we do that preview for the Porter fight, I'ma have the boy Addison on because he a goddamn he a boxing guru too, yo. So I'm gonna see what y'all go back and forth on. That's my little guy, little crazy little dude.
True indeed. We're gonna put him on. We're gonna do that because that'll be not this week. That'll be next week,
yeah,
right?
The week of the 20th.
Okay, yeah, we definitely get together on that.
That's the fight, man. I've been waiting too long for that.
That's gonna be the fight, but I'm gonna tell you my prediction when we get there. Everybody's looking for it.
Hey, somebody in the chat say Troy spitting knowledge. Who it is? Who this Facebook user? I think this might be Jimmy. Yeah, man. Like I say, man, that fight is a toss-up for me. I like Porter because we seen Bug in the Doug fight with Gamboy. He was a bigger guy. But that's it. That's the only fight I seen him come back in.
Yeah, but he just make people look. He make them look bad, man. He just make them look bad. His skills are just impeccable, man.
That's Vinny.
We gonna talk about
Vinny.
that.
Hey, Vinny, you can hop in here if you want to. I can send you a link. Vinny, Chicago. You know, like I said, that's Mr. WBC. You know.
WBC. Yeah, so talking about this Caleb and Canelo fight, what game plan do you think Canelo's going to come out there with?
Oh, he's going to try to get him out there early, beat his body up, try to put him on the ropes, and just try to counter that right hand.
Caleb got a nice left, too.
Right.
He got a nice left, too, but like I said, we saw that against inferior competition. I want to see how he deal with the head movement. Is he going to short jab, double jab? Is he going to move his feet to the right position to close the distance? We're going to see.
And that's why I say Sweet Hands got to be slick tonight. This got to be his best boxing performance. It has to.
Yeah, man. A lot of these guys, they don't understand that, man. They don't understand how to close the distance properly.
Right.
And he can't be defensive and think he's going to be defensive. He got to show offense. He got to step to him. He got to keep him at bay.
If he give us a performance like the guys he fight, you think it's enough to win?
No.
It ain't.
No, and the only fight, right after he fought Jose, he fought some replacement fighter, some guy that probably worked at Subway, and he beat him up pretty bad.
Right.
And that was a good performance. But after that, man, he had some real subpar performance. He ran out of gas against Jose and barely made it to the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yep.
It's up in the air, but honestly, they gotta give us some better matchups, man. Right now, we spoiled. Goddamn Wilder and Fury spoiled us, man. We need better matchups. That's a fight of the
Yeah,
year, man.
that's a fight of the year, but a few things Wilder didn't do that could have set things off. The clinches was the difference. The
Right,
clinch, the clinch. In the clinch was the difference
right,
that made that fight that put it in the favor. And that's why uh, Fury gave up his height and started grabbing and reaching.
right,
Wilder was pulling out the clinch the wrong way. He wasn't taking a side in the clinch.
right,
He was pulling back, crossing his feet, stepping right back into the right hand,
right.
turning himself. I was like, oh my God. But once
Like you said in that goddamn video, he should have followed. He came out the first 4 rounds, did everything you said when you broke it down. I was like, man, Troy called this good money, then this dumb motherfucker get knocked down.
yeah, knocked out, man. I guess once he get tired and he got hit, man, the game plan went out.
Yeah. He went to back. He went to right back to everything he knew. Because Malik
Right back.
Scott gave him the perfect strategy. It was working. But
Yeah.
when Fury got him on that back foot, I said, man, the fight is over. It's over.
Yep. He should have went in there. When your boy Fury came in and clenched him,
Right.
he should have clenched him and locked that left hand up like Ward them do. Lock that hand up. When he pull out to the
it was smart because he was putting that weight on him. And when Wilder got tired, it was like, oh my God, it's only a matter of time.
Yep, he got tired. He was putting that weight on him, man. He didn't know how to. When they putting that weight on you like that, you don't fight against it. You just kind of bend your knee. You just kind of bend your knees a little bit and come in close.
But did Wilder come in that fight too small?
No, Wilder came in that fight at 238. I think that was a good. That weight might have been a factor, but I just think the clinches was the difference. The whole thing.
Wilder biggest problem, he got small legs. He got to work on his legs, man.
Got small legs. Plus, like I said, he didn't keep his hands up. And when he pulled out the clinch, he pulled to the left, left, which is Fury right into the right hand. That's why I was almost catching him in the back of the head. He was walking right into the damn punch. This boy, I swear.
He knocked his damn self out walking into the damn punch.
Yeah, walking right into the punch. And then he got his hand down.
That's an equilibrium,
Yeah, it was crazy, man. But we'll see, man. Hopefully, I'll be a little tired up tonight during the fight. But if you on,
I'm gonna come back on after the fight and just talk some shit.
Talk some trash, yeah, man. I'm gonna be at Kick Cotton. You know what I'm gonna be doing.
Oh, get that money.
I gotta do what I gotta do, but I'll log on and see because I know y'all gonna be calling it round by round.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that crazy SJ to come on with me tonight. Get that crazy bastard. You always talk some nonsense and shit.
All right. If I can get on there with y'all, I'll log in and get in there too.
Hey, he so goddamn crazy. He picking NFL games before the week starts.
No injuries.
No nothing. All right, OG. I'm gonna go ahead and holler.
I appreciate you, man. But yeah, we should have a nice little fight for about 8 rounds. Hopefully it surprise us, and let's hope Caleb take this fight. But
if Sweet Hands pull this off, I'll be the luckiest man in the world, man. Because I've been calling this for almost a year. I'm like, yo, this fight not gonna be easy for Canelo, man.
If it was a 6-round fight, I'll take Sweet Hands, but it's 12.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Oh, what's up? All right, Vinny. We gotta have you on, man. You're the expert, Mr. WBC. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of No Pad, No Pencil, but the smartest man in box.
Peace.
All right, holla at y'all.
All right, holla, baby.
All right.